pop-up, that's a bit high angle even for, nah, that's not too bad. I still got to do my cleaning. I am so far behind. I forgot I had something to do this morning. So, running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So, hopefully everything is, you can hear everything and all of that. So, if and when folks start, oh, hey, let's do that over the top of the board there. There we go. Oh, shit, if we're going to do that, I can just, hey, I've got you in horizontal, so I can't see, God damn it, what did I do with the brisket? Oh, it's in there. So I can't see chat. I will jump up and poke around to see it here in a minute. But whoever is here, welcome. Please let me know if you can hear everything okay. Who we got? Brother Ed and Blue. Good morning. I thought I'd put you in the right direction. I put you in the direction where I'm going to be punching people in a... Oh, are you serious? You would do that to me? Come on. Okay. Are you joking? Oh, let's put it the right way, the way I want it. Oh, okay. That works. That's the way I wanted it. It's the way I wanted it anyway. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about the gymnastics there, guys. Hey, what's up, Trish? Good morning. Brother Marco. Marcos. You just reminded me I need to, I've got an email from you. I need to text you back, brother. I apologize sincerely. I saw it the other day when I got in to renew an email. I was like, oh, I need to get back to Marcos. But much love, brother. Good to see you. I am still cleaning. I've got you pointed up so you don't have to see the disgusting nature of my my Weber Performer. I apparently did not clean it last time after I got done. I'm very bad grumpy. So lots of cleaning things up on top of the normal things I would do just to wipe down the sideboard and everything on my Weber Performer. Just because it lives in the garage and there are squirrels in the garage. Don't need the hantavirus or anything. Just a quick wipe down with some Lysol wipes and such. And we'll be on the road. But yeah, we're expecting rain this afternoon, so so I am only going to be smoking this thing for 2 to 3 hours total anyway out here. And then I will go inside and make a wrap and throw it in the oven. Finish it in there. Your meat doesn't take up any more smoke after 2 to 3 hours anyway. No more than 4, depending on what type of wood you're using and what type of smoke, how open the grain is and stuff. Some people say 4. I generally stop at 3. You're usually, if you're going to crutch it, you've got it wrapped by then. And if you're not, it's not going to be taking any more smoke either way. So why burn your expensive charcoal and wood when if you use the right amount, it'll be done and you'll put that in. I don't have a back pocket. it'll be done, and you're much better off going and throw it in your oven. So if you're doing competition stuff, maybe that's different. I don't know. I don't do competition barbecue, but for home stuff, the way I've done it for a long time, I used to do the whole thing on the grill. But let's give this another pass because I don't trust squirrels. But that was also back in the days where I had a bunch of friends sitting around with me, just goofing off, cooking a bunch of stuff on the grill, usually not just one big thing, but we'd do 2 or 3 big things and then have enough coals left to fire up some burgers while everything else was sitting in the cooler, resting up and stuff. Okay, that's clean enough. Need a trash bag. You're now clean enough for this here girl. Pow. But I'll show you that in a second. I got to get the charcoal set up. I got my gloves. Need to get out of the Jeep. So, set up the coal snake. Go snake method on this one. Do short snake. So, recycle what little charcoal was left in my. Okay. And that'll do. Okay. Now, with the Weber Performer kettle. Hey, Pretty Fly, what's up, brother? Good boy. If I miss anybody, I apologize. In horizontal mode, I don't get to actually watch as chats come in. I can't pay a whole lot of attention, which is why I put you in horizontal today instead of vertical. But if you're not familiar with a bunch of, oh well, I'll wipe it off again. If you're not familiar with the Weber Performer, it's a 22 or 22 and a half inch Weber kettle it comes built onto this cart. It's got the deluxe airflow and ash catcher system thing that they came up with. But most importantly, it's got a propane assist. So it's got this little pipe down in the bottom that spits out a flame down around the end. So I'll start my snake right here and kind of wrap it around over here to kind of just slow burn that, and then I'll put wood chunks underneath and then charcoal on top. That way that wood is less likely to burn and more likely to just catch an ember and give off smoke the way it's supposed to. So there we go. Come on. Get it in the right spot. There we go. There we go. So that's what I'm going to be doing here for the next couple minutes. Setting up. Got a tiny bit of the Kingsford Professional. I'm going to kick it off. Oh, I did have a roll of paper towels in there. I'm going to kick it off with a little bit of lump that I've got left right around that gas port. And then, as far as wood, we'll be going hickory, apple, and if I can find them, I've got some Kingsford mesquite briquettes somewhere in here that I'll put some of those on towards the end. I don't need much, just like 2 of those briquettes, but big chunks of this hickory underneath the charcoal while I'm setting up, and then I'll mix in some of the apple. I'll I'll soak it for a minute, but there we go. And then I'll bring you back over and show you what this setup looks like when I'm done. Nice chunks of hickory. Well, I hope y'all have had a good week so far. Hopefully any of y'all who made it to Blade, hopefully had a great time. Got to meet some of your knife community heroes, whether they be makers, designers, content creators, or whoever. Hopefully you had a good time. It is a good time. Kind of blurry and it's buffering. Yeah, the farm doesn't like to give me a solid signal anywhere, brother. Papa, what's up, brother? Good morning. And Blaze. Gentlemen, good to see you both. Good to see everybody. If I miss anybody, I apologize. There we go. I'm caught up. I think I caught everybody, but if not, hello, welcome. So, we got the hickory chunks in here. I'll throw down some lump right around that. Let's just go right through everything. I'm going to have to go with the Kingsford first. Shit. All of the lump charcoal I got left is tiny little briquettes, and they just slide right through. Fuck that thing. And then I got some regular Kingsford too, so. Which, I've gotten used to the professional stuff. So, but I mean, this stuff is what I grew up using, the plain old Kingsford, so. Let's see, I'm gonna skip the chimney. Put that little piece of paper off the Kingsford bag in there. Need a little bit more U. Put your damn gloves back on, dummy. Do a little bit of charcoal Jenga, because you move one around and 3 fall. Trying to guesstimate that, 2 to 3 hours worth of charcoal. Also trying to make sure I got all these chunks of hickory fairly well covered so they don't take off burning. Yeah, fucker. I do love whoever originated this method of cooking. It's a good idea to slow down all your charcoal catching at once and kind of dither out your heat. Jump back over here. Chef Life. So, Barbarian Brownie, sneak in. What's up, man? Didn't go to Blade Show, but did get some blades from there. Oh, right on. Anyway, if I missed you, Brownie. Oh, there you are. What's up, brother? Good to see you. There we go. Okay, I think that'll do. Let me pull you up here. I don't know where my battery's at. I was fairly well off when we started, but so fire ostensibly will come out of tube, catch paper will catch charcoal here, and then charcoal will slowly burn around this way. You can kind of see some of there's like 3 big chunks and a few smaller chunks mixed in there. So I will get that started. Fire up the in fact, let's go ahead and do that. I'll bring you over. I can do that with one hand. Let's take you back. Like I said, where's my button? Yeah, baby. Sounds like she might be getting a little bit low on the butane or propane. The propane in the green can. We can turn that way down. We don't need her on full blast either. Oh, hey. So, then she'll take off by herself. I'll leave that gas running for just a second. But I do love that Weber Performer. Best $225 I ever spent, I think. I think it's $210 plus tax in South Carolina, and tax ain't much in South Carolina. So, yeah, I'll let me get these soaking. I'm gonna grab a cup from inside while this is catching. Make sure all of my vents are open. Get my grate on there so I can burn off what's left on it. Reminds me, I forgot to bring out a roll of aluminum foil. But there we go. Both vents wide open. I'll be right back. Then we'll peel that brisket out of its plastic skin I put it in yesterday. A couple handfuls of applewood ought to do. I can toss those on later. Anyway, well, I want to get them soaking so I can get a good half hour or so before I put it on. Pow. And let's see. Let's say we're done with the cancer too. Yeah, this thing has a little charcoal caddy built into it too that I love. Needs a bungee cord or something on it to keep it closed, but actually we should be able to turn off that gas now. Oh, forgot to soak the chips. I gotta remember to hydrate myself as well. Yeah, buddy. It may only be 70 degrees out here, but it's a cloudy day, but the sun feels bright, so I guess the UV index or whatever the hell is up. And it's Michigan, so it's always humid. Wipe up that ash. Not gonna hurt anything, but howdy workspace. There we go. Okay, gas off. Can't tell if enough is caught yet or not. Back on. Give you a minute without the lid. I need to do a deep clean on this. Let's see. I'm gonna spin you this way. I need to pull this closer. That'll do. Okay. Enough with those. I need rubber gloves. Just one pair. I'll put the pair back in my pocket. Shut up, squirrel. About enough out of you. Oh yeah. Forgot that was in there. On the off case I need it. Ha! Am I even in frame? Shaman. It's a shaman kind of day. If I only had a brain. Okay. So, have a giant sprig of rosemary. Throw on top of there to meat while it's smoking, and then I'll throw it on the fire at the end to do so even more. Kind of emulates mesquite, so if I don't find my mesquite briquettes, which I did not see when I went in to get the cup, it'll do. I'll live. Oh, okay, doggy, good enough. Fuck it. So the way I do brisket, if y'all weren't around for the last one, is I will have a piece of wood that will sit in here. It's starting to fall apart. It may be time to burn this piece of hickory and get another one, but it'll be all right. But I put a piece of wood in the middle, and then the brisket will kind of hump over the top of it so that you don't get this little pocket. Get these little pockets here of juice living on top of the meat and preventing bark from occurring. Learned that little trick from Harry Sue. I want to say he's out in Arizona or California. I forget where Harry's at, but he's like a competition barbecue guy who he has a YouTube channel as well. But cool guy. I think Harry's one of the ones that I'd enjoy hanging out with. But it does make for a bit better bark. And I did forget to get butcher's paper too. since I didn't know until I was on my way home from being out of town this weekend. I did not know that this was waiting for me. So, roommate said they just saw it at Costco when they went there last week, and thought it looked good. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's out of the blue brisket. So it was about a 15.3, something like that, 15.3 pound brisket. And, ooh, she smells good, man. So, hopefully y'all can see that. Ow. But yeah, this is her. She is, she's all trimmed up, ready to go. I did peel out the decal a bit, so this will lay down on top of that, I hope. And we'll see. I thought about tying it in one or two spots right across there to hold that down, but I've seen in competition sometimes where they'll like completely flay the point off and butterfly it out, and do the whole thing that way. But okay, I hear you, tree rat. Man, I did not think about being able to, oh, I can through the gloves. Drew, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Virginia Bushcrafter, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Saw you on a live the other day. Stuck my head in, had you up in the background. Wait a second, Freak Show came in? Oh, I almost missed you. What's up, brother Jeremy? Good morning. So, looked like it had a good mustard time. It did. Just enough mustard to hold on all of the seasoning there. That is going to be quite all right. Man, I could have positioned the charcoal a little bit better, but that needs to get going. So, well, shiznat. The paper I put in there did not catch the lump very well. So I only got like 4 or 5 briquettes and a good solid ash yet. But ain't no hurry in perfection. We'll let those catch and take some more with it. That's why I brought out 2 pairs of gloves. If I need to run in and get more, I will. But good to see everybody. Welcome, one and all. If there happened to be anybody who snuck in and I didn't see you, welcome. So, I can see out here in better light. I missed some of the silver skin. We'll live. I'll tell you what. Let's give her a shake. Well, that's not hot yet. We can move some coals around. Dump the rest of that lump charcoal on top anyway. 2 bags down. Go gas back on. There we can catch some of that. Oh, God damn it. Especially some of that lump. Get in there. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Oh, yeah. There we go. Build a little kiln around the end of that little pipe. Okay, now I am taking these fucking things off. I'm gonna get ash all over the brisket. Okay. In a second. Ooh, sweat. Oh man. Now, I don't think this is any kind of debate personally, but I'll ask just a general question in the... That's the messed up thing, Virginia Bushcraft. I'm hardly going to be eating any of this. I'm going to take a little bit to make burn ends later on, but my gout's actually messing with me right now, so a bunch of red meat is not exactly what I need right now, but I wish. There will be plenty for the two roommates though. Donnie, good morning. Lone Wolf, good morning, brothers. Good to see y'all. Good to see you both. Hopefully you gentlemen are doing well. Whew, dang. Let's take the hat off. Oh yeah, I gotta finish. Damn. We're gonna end up being dead in no time flat. Come on. Let's put you up there. Hopefully that'll give me enough cordage. Boop. Sweet. Okay, that's more like it. It's the lowest I can get away with. Man, not a terribly fine regulation on the gas. But this is one of the early generation performers. The new ones that are out. It looks like it's got a smaller cart and they move some of the features and stuff, but they should hire me. I could tell them how to make a better version of this yet. So there we go. Then I also have some chicken, kind of marinating in kind of shawarma spices. inside. I'll be grilling that after I pull this off and take it inside to rest. I'll wrap it up and throw it in the cooler for about an hour and a half, and then turn the roommates loose on it. Tell them they can do what they want with it. But yeah, it was 15.3 pounds before trimming. Don't know how much I trimmed off. I didn't weigh that, but I'm guessing you still got at least 12 pounds of meat there. The plate of fat and trimmings, there wasn't a whole lot of oxidized meat on this one. It's only a choice, so it's not prime like I normally try and get when I do a brisket. But I will say that for a choice, other than the fact the point is just a little bit on the small side, but as far as the trimming and lack of oxidized meat, the general look of intermuscular fat looks actually fairly well marbled in spots, a little lean in others, so we'll see. But yeah, we'll get her on here in a minute. I want these clothes to take off a little bit more than they have. Catch a little bit more, although I can see smoke coming from underneath the pile now, so at least that's coming right at me. Okay, so get you back on. Doesn't have much in it, but still a little bit from last time. Let's go over here. We can get the temp to. Oh, there's my block of wood. Go. Let's actually throw you in there. Smoke disinfect that. Actually, temperature disinfect it. But, oh, hey. What the? Oh, it's catching the tripod. Let's try and get you a little further out. There we go. Sorry about that. Didn't realize that. Brother Joe, good morning. Yeah, if it was cooking all day, every day, it would be a lot like work, and I would not enjoy it. It's one of the reasons I didn't go heavily or seriously into the restaurant industry. I love to cook. It's kind of therapy for me, but I kind of like to make what I want to make when I want to make it. And some things I like different and a bit weird compared to what other people tend to expect. So, yeah. But good to see y'all's lovely faces in here. I appreciate you. Appreciate you letting me make you hungry again. Just hanging out for a bit. Oh, if this weather had quit raining, we'd be outside for some lives, doing stuff. But just like every day there's rain, it seems like lately. It's been nice and cool. I will give it that. I am not complaining about the temperature. It's the humidity this time. But again, this is Michigan, so. Okay. We're hitting 150. 150. Oh, buddy. Oh, so what y'all having for lunch today? I am not having brisket. It will not be ready until much later tonight. Just like that, the water's gone. Yeah, people tend to ask me how I'm doing, and I say, well, I'm still existing, so there's that. I provide the most neutral answer I can possibly come up with. Try not to be negative, but I don't like lying either. So sitting around watching this for the next hour or two until it stabilizes. Because one of the downsides of Weber's is, especially when you're not in practice, because I do one, maybe two briskets, or a couple shoulders a year. Don't do a ton. So I'm like trying to remember where to set my vents at what times and stuff like that to get things going, to get my temps up, and then to hold my temp, move the bottom, move the top. You catching? You gonna catch or what? Why the wood look greasy like? I did see Weber just came out with a new accessory for their kettles. Oh, I wish I knew for sure that this was a 22. This kind of feels like a 26. It feels more like more than 2 feet, but cooking surface is slightly smaller. Maybe it is. I don't know if I have a tape measure or not, because they only make it for the 18 and 22 inches, which is actually 22 and a half inch. But they also have a 26-inch kettle. And actually, if you want to get really stupid, there's the Weber Ranch. I mean, no, I think it is 22. Yeah, we're 22 and a half. Okay. The Weber Ranch grill is like the size of 3 kettles. I forget how big around that thing is. I think it's somewhere in the 40s. It's like 42 inches or something like that. And since my phone is currently recording, I can't look it up. But Sausage, egg, and cheese. That's not healthy to eat all the time, brother Ed. I've messed up more than one brisket. Fortunately, they were me paying for them. Learned lessons. The big one being is you can do a brisket hot and fast, and it'll come out nearly as good as spending all day cooking one of these. But you just got to be on top of it. You have to watch it. Brisket is like any big tough piece of meat. It's all about temperature control and patience, and don't fuck with it too much. A decent thermometer that you can rely on and know that things are doing what they're supposed to be doing in there without fidgeting and opening your grill or smoker a lot. That's a huge one. As I'm saying that, I'm trying to turn on my meter thermometer, and it is dead. So I am going to have to swap out the batteries. Not a big deal. They're rechargeable. And we have more inside, so 4 double A's. But see, our temp inside is climbing. It's 175 now. So I'll be able to put this on when I come back out, but I'm going to have to run inside and swap out these here batteries. So I'll be right back. There's going to be some extended silence. Let me try and catch up. Leave the lid off. You don't just open them all the way up. I will do that. Give y'all some smoke to look at while I'm gone getting these here batteries. Okay. There were, in fact, no charged batteries, double A's in the house. So, okay. Let's put the fucking meat on first, genius. So, we're going to start this without the meter. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that, but does that really matter? No, it does not. If I had a big aluminum pan, I would have probably put that in there underneath the brisket to try and help shield it a little bit, but I could not find where I put them. I think I have a tub full of them in the barn out here somewhere. But there we go. Not quite touching anywhere. Where's my paper towel? Okay. She's on. 11:57. Might have could have waited 3 more minutes. I wouldn't be trying to remember exactly what time, but I'm going to call it noon. So, somewhere between 2 and 3, I will be pulling this off. And we'll take a look at it about an hour in. I'll pull it out. Sometimes I rotate it 180 degrees. I also need to get my grill gloves. They're actually fryer gloves, but they work really well for the grill too. 8 to 12 hours. Yeah, it ends up being about that. I mean, my temps are going to get away from me in here. Like, I think right now it's not stabilized, but I cut it down to pencil thin slit on the top vent and leave the bottom wide open. The temp has a tendency to get away from me on the Weber. It's a little bit easier for me to control on the old Smoky Mountain, but it's more of a vertical. It is over there. Yeah, it's but it's propane, so it's a whole lot easier to control the temp and just feed it wood chips. Keep a little bit of liquid in the bowl and everything. But I can't do a brisket unless I split the brisket in two or tried to hang it. Maybe hang it until it starts to fall off. You know it's done. But yeah, I use that for pork shoulders, and you can hang ribs and stuff in it, sausages, things like that. I want to smoke. Then I also have the big Gen Air gas grill that was back behind that. I also have a couple electric smokers that are actually not too bad for some things. They suck for brisket. Doing other things, they do all right. Even with the vents and stuff on it, it likes to trap enough moisture that it'll steam the meat. and make it a little gray. Still tastes amazing, but Brother Nick, what's up, brother? And Henry, what's going on, guys? Gonna be patient with smoking meat. Yeah, to do it the best possible. Absolutely. Like the last brisket I did, the temps got away from me, and one side got a little bit, just the slightest bit overdone. Not horribly, not at all. Almost to where I want it for burn ends, which is exactly why burn ends exist. You trim those parts off and leave the juicier stuff for sandwiches or shredding or whatever. But by the time it rested and everything, it was spot on. But the internal temp got all the way up to 203 before I pulled it. And I generally, I did forget that. Where are we sitting? Sitting 2 1/4. Perfect. And me talking about not futzing with your grill once you put your meat on. I have to open it up 2 minutes later. I forgot the rosemary. You saw me put it on. I don't know why I'm stuttering over what it was. But yeah, now I'll just leave it in there. Like I said, in an hour, I'll check it out and probably rotate it 180 degrees so that like right now the point end is down here and the flat is here. So I'll rotate them so that the other side to the coals. But if it stays at 225, 250, that'll be perfect. That will be absolutely spot on. But yeah, I'll get a couple old towels, the ones that, you know, we've used to wash dogs or whatever. They've been cleaned, but old towels that if they get some brisket juice and grease on them, it's no big loss. Throw those down on the bottom of my big old cooler, and then when this thing, hopefully we'll have the meter thermometer batteries recharged in time to get a thermometer in this thing before it gets too far along. But yeah, you can kind of tell by feel. I'm sure somebody who does this a lot more often than I do can do it by feel. I could do it a lot more by feel on pork shoulders, which is most of what I did back in the day. I just walk up and grab a. You can just walk up and grab a hold of the shoulder bone on a pork shoulder and give it a kind of a push or a wiggle, and it'll tell you where it's at in the cook. So brisket, it's a little bit more push on it. I'm just going to give it a shove, see what it looks like. If you can pick it up and feel how limber it is, that'll tell you where you're at. But best way, good thermometer. I used to have a wired one, and I used that, and it worked wonderfully for many years. I gave that one to my buddy Daryl. So we use that when we smoke something big on one of his Weber Smoky Mountain, whatever that he uses. He loves that thing. I have yet to figure that thing out, but I can use this with generally good results. Some people do, Nick. That's called the crutch, a Texas crutch. It'll hit a brisket or any other large piece of meat, will hit what they call the stall. When you get somewhere around 150 to 160 degrees, if you have a thermometer like one of these meter thermometers I've got, the app shows you a graph of how long, what the temperature, the ambient temperature and your internal temperatures are. So like on these doodads, this black part is the ambient thermometer. And then you've got, I think, 2 or 3 sensors up the probe that are your internal thermometer. But this thing will, it has an app. You can just tell it you're cooking a brisket and it'll set some automatic alarms at different temperatures if you want. But if you keep an eye on the graph, it'll show you the stall. You'll see this kind of build up to a point and then it just stops. And what's happening is the water on the surface, you've gotten it hot enough inside that it's pushing water out. And as soon as that hits the surface, it evaporates and that cools the meat back down. So it's in a weird phase. So you wrap it and that prevents that water from evaporating and evaporative cooling from stopping your meat from cooking. I'm not going to bother with a crutch this time. Assuming I can get my thermometer, the batteries for the thermometer, we can get them charged up quick enough. But but yeah, I've watched a lot of the bigger guys who are get that thing taken off, who are competition cookers and what's his name, Aaron, the dude from Franklin's Barbecue and stuff. I watch a lot of barbecue channels over the years, different people from different generations, trying to give us their secrets to how they do things. So I've found that some of them work sometimes and they don't always work for me. But I forget who it was. Several of them did a comparison of what works best between the butcher's paper, your brown paper, using foil for the wrap, or not using a wrap at all, not crutching it at all, just letting it cook through the stall and come out the other side. What was it? Foil, I think, was the worst as far as your bark. Shit, I can't, I'm gonna screw it up. So, but anyway, no wrap whatsoever at the stall, just cooking through it gives you the best bark. So, but I do generally wrap it before I throw it in the cooler to do its thing anyway, after it to God damn it. Covered just to come up to temp, to do its final cook, basically just residual cooking. Squirrels are taunting me. I did put the daisy right inside the door, so you may hear a punk, click, 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 click. I'll say I think I've got noise reduction turned on, so you probably can't hear them, but there's 2 or 3 of them just going ape shit over there. Oh, you sound like you're right on top of me. Oh, well, let's see what we got to say about that. But yeah, so I'm just going to run all the way through the stall without a wrap on this one, but I will go in after we get a ways into this We're still sitting around 2.25, 220. I will go in and I don't have any of the wide foil. I should have thought about that on the way home today from doing my morning run. I need some wide foil, so I'll end up having to link 2 pieces of foil together, and I'll have to do that twice. So I have a double layer of foil that's big enough to double wrap this thing and then throw in the bottom of a cooler. I've got my cooler in the back of the Jeep, so that's not a problem. But I'm gonna step right over here and have a talk with Mr. Tree Rat. Here, Mr. Tree Rat. Never mind me, just Mr. Bunny. Stupid gopher. Lowest form of life. Probably be replaced by the rat. Where are you? Show yourself, you noisy little bastards. I sees you. Oh. Hopefully this isn't too loud for y'all, because oh, now you move. Damn it. Oh, he's back. Gotcha. Ha ha. Oh, why nobody barking now? Little pricks. They'll start barking up a storm as soon as they find that carcass. They get all in a tizzy when they find one of their own down. Oh, green egg? Yeah, I've not messed with one. Oh, that's one of the cookers I've never had, like a Kamado Joe or green egg. Yeah, you can get, like, Weber has one of the things I love about Weber is they have all kinds of accessories you can buy for them. And one of them is an extension ring. So you get it up in the air, and the extension ring allows you to put a rotisserie on. And it also, they've got a bigger one. It's a stainless steel, and it's like really tall. And it's made so you can hang sausages and stuff. They've got a pizza oven, but they have like ceramic stones you can put down in the bottom in a carrier, so it heats up kind of the way the green egg does. It doesn't retain nothing about the Weber retains heat terribly well unless you buy. They have like a cover for the dome that you can put on to help retain more heat. I think I've seen somebody makes like ceramic plates that fit down inside to retain more heat. Oh, somebody's barking. Did you find them? Oh, did we find the body? Oh, I'm back. Don't call it a comeback. Let's make it a family reunion. Where you at? Show me. Come on. I know you're angry. Come yell at me. Show me your face. It's another thing I need to get out and do more of. having to take 2 or 3 shots before I start to zero in, because I haven't touched the pellet gun this year. You'll be back. I know you will. Oh, they're going back by the foundations now too. I missed y'all too, Nick. Oh, pizza oven. If I cooked for more people, I would want a Blackstone as well. But just for me, I just use a plain old skillet. Frying pan does what I need it to. My mom's actually got a small Blackstone. I don't think she ever uses. It'd actually be big enough for one that size. Would be about the size I'd need for around here. On the rare occasion we cook outside. If anybody cooks outside, it's normally me. I did just refill the propane tank for the roommate's grill, so they can get theirs going. Oh, runoff. Okay, yeah. I've got one of those attachments. I've also got an attachment that lets me run the green bottles on my isobutane stove, like the Windmaster, the Soto Windmaster. How are we doing in here? I want to see the temperature drop. Keep her up there around 220 and I won't mess with it. Because the green tanks, the propane burns hotter. Not all camp stoves that run the smaller isobutane tanks will handle the extra heat, but if it's titanium like the Windmaster, you're okay. Yeah, it was back when I was worrying more about prepping. I was like, well, went out and got the 4-way Silcock key so I can, pilfer water off of wherever I find a spigot and have like a bunch of different shaped keys to fit them. I got the lockpick set. I got all that stuff too. So, but yeah, all the different adapters to be able to use whatever fuel, and a stove I knew would handle it. All of the different fuels. So. Oh, that hurt. Wrong foot. Wish I had a camera inside. Get one of those cheap Harbor Freight laparoscopic cameras that I could sneak down through the smoke hole to see how my fire's doing. I think it's fine. It dropped a couple degrees. I'm starting to worry it might go out, but the other nice thing about charcoal is you walk up and just give it a little bit of a kick and it'll make those coals settle and move some embers around and usually fire things up just a little without oxygenating everything and sending it into the stratosphere. Yeah, the one my mom's got, I think is small enough. It would probably fit on the surface of this Weber table. I've got a small gas grill. It doesn't have a griddle. It's got bars, but it would similarly fit in that same area. Actually, my buddy Daryl's got it. We traded for something. I don't remember what it was, but whatever it was, I told him I'd get the grill later because it was the right size for living on the road or off the grid where that gigantic Gen Air is just unreasonably large. That's more for cooking for a party. Yeah, we'll stay at 222. She's doing it. She'll do all right. But where's my water? Yeah, working on, it's been a comedy of errors, largely my fault, but working on getting some carbon steel pans, a couple small ones from a small maker. You might see me post his stuff over on Instagram from time to time. I want to say it's Ace Kitchen. It used to be Ace Leather and Knife, and he changed it, and I think it's Ace Kitchen Co. now. But get that out of my pocket before I tear up my other pair of gloves. But he had a stack of, the bases that he had made, and for one reason or another, they had warped when he was going to put a pour spout or something on. Something went wrong, and I was like, well, I would like some. He makes an 8-inch, so a small one. I was like, I have wanted to upgrade. I want to say it's a 5-inch. It might be a 6-inch. Really thick carbon steel comal, which is a tortilla cooking griddle. So it's flat, and it just has a lip around it about that tall, and it's just barely angled up. So it's really nice, flat, good for cooking a lot of stuff, but it doesn't let juice get off as long as there's not a ton of juice coming out of whatever small thing you're cooking. So I'd like to upgrade a little bit from that. But the Kamal has this little U-shaped stainless steel handle sort of thing. It's something to grab it with a stick or something. You can stick underneath it and through that U and pick it up that way. But just upgrade from that just a little bit. But I don't want to go out and buy like a $50, $60 Lodge or some inexpensive, who I don't even know that they make one that small, and then cut the handle off so I can make it light enough to take out to camp and stuff like that. So I didn't want to spend a ton of money on a stupid project that might not work. So John posted a video a couple weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and he had a stack of these malformed pans with no handles or anything. Hadn't been sanded, hadn't been seasoned or anything, which he sends all of his pans out pre-seasoned and sanded smooth as a baby's butt. So we've been going back and forth, and he wasn't really understanding what it was I was asking for. I didn't want him to make me anything. I just wanted to kind of pay him for some of his waste streams so I could try something silly and not spend a ton of money, so that he would make, you know, not the margin that he would make off of one of his badass finished pans, but make off of, you know, make a little bit of money, and then of course definitely cover shipping and his materials and all of that too, and still end up with probably a better pan than I would have if I bought a Lodge and cut the handle off. So anyway, somehow he didn't have an 8-inch, and then he somehow ended up with a couple of 8-inches, and he made me a stupid deal, so I said I'd take them both. Now we've just been going back and forth on getting him paid and everything so he can get them out. But he actually, if you're on Instagram, you can look in my stories. There's a link to his site. He's got 15% off, I think, right now until July 4th. And he's also the one making the pans for Dave Canterbury, the folding handle camping carbon steel pans. He makes those for Dave Canterbury and Self-Reliance Outfitters. So John seems like a really cool guy. Sobex, what's up, brother? And Mr. Kreischer, good afternoon, man. Good to see you. To put wood chips, I'll put them on at. I'll put on the cup full of wood apple chips. I'll put those on at an hour when I get in, and likely spin that brisket 180 degrees. I'll dump them on the. I'll dump them on top of the snake at that point. I wouldn't say it's beautiful. So Max, it's humid as hell out here, even though it's only 70 degrees. I'm still sweating because humidity. And we've got rain coming in, so get you way out there again. Remember where I need to be. But yeah, yeah, I was supposed to have rain. Chances start around noon, so about a half hour ago. I don't think the heavier stuff is supposed to start until around between 2 and 3. That's according to the weather guessers, though. Still sitting 220. So yeah, here in about a half hour, I will open this thing up and check the brisket, see how it's starting, if it's starting to get any color. I wouldn't expect a ton of color yet, maybe starting to get just the slightest bit golden on the fat, but I wouldn't expect much. But at 1 hour, I will open it up, dump on the wood chips, because when I open it up and spend that time with it open, rotating the brisket and everything, those coals are going to try and stoke and heat up. So some of those cold chips or wet chips will knock everything down a bit. Well, hi, puppies. I wonder what you're after. Come on. No, you don't need to be in that. Come on. Come on. Lunabug, come on. Let's go. Come on, Luna. Got a squirrel.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, on the live. Not Mike, he wasn't on frame, but Mike. Go on. No, yeah, I know you want that, Puggle.
Come on, buddy.
Jackass.
No.
Actually, you want to throw that in the trash. And there probably will be some more meat-related stuff to go in there, so no need to take it out yet.
Archie, quit eating yourself off the ground. Okay, Luna, let's go. Luna.
Go. Nope. Go. Go on. Keep going. Go.
Luna.
She's just standing at the front of the Jeep, sniffing. Dogs. Yes. Oh, were you up here last week? Up seeing fam? Yeah, it is, Ed. That's one of my favorites. She's a beauty. I don't get it out very often to carry, but I got it out to put in rotation a while back, and it never did. So I saw it there today and grabbed it on my way out. Not planning on needing it for much today, but it is what it is. But oh man. Kind of want to go out by the tree that I just dropped that squirrel on and see if I could find the body. Confirm. But yeah, like I said, we got about a half hour before I want to mess with this thing. Like I said, I am one of those people who can always, I want to fidget with everything. So wanting to open it up and look at it and see how the fire's doing. Why are things slowly cooling off? Like we're down to about 2:15 now. So give it a kick, settle the coals. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Scooter. Sorry to hear that she passed. I'm happy to hear that she had a very long and beautiful life. If you're going to do it, it's the way to do it. Don't be a grumpy old curmudgeon like me. But sorry you were in Michigan under those auspices. So where are my gloves? I can do some weeding while I'm standing around here. That will distract me from wanting to lift up that hood and mess with my fire. But yeah. I thought about getting something else to throw on there, but other than a whole chicken or something, I was like, I don't need more red meat. And then I had prepared the chicken breasts yesterday. Prepared those to make some shawarma. So So once I pull this off, assuming there are coals left, I will grill my chicken breast, which is basically just super hot and fast. I will leave the lid off of that thing so it will fully stoke while I'm inside messing with shit. all kinds of stuff growing in here. Damn. I need to get one of the weed eaters around here functioning properly. I got bittersweet growing up through the concrete, trying to take over my trailer. Yeah, I got box elders and elm tree and bittersweet vine and blackberries and everything. They'll move in as close to the house as you let them. And I mow, but I don't weed eat. I need to start. I fucking hate weed eating. There she climbed back up a little bit. Just needed a hair bit more of a crack in the top vent. But it's one of the things I tried to explain to my roommates before they bought this place is this type of property is pretty much non-stop work. And I don't mind figuring it out and helping you with it, but it is impossible for one person. So most weeks, I mean, I don't know if you can see back behind but the kind of mowing just sort of stopped at a point behind the barn because I got, who knows, pulled over into, I get distracted. It's just ADHD. Be mowing and one place leads to 3 others and I forget to come back for the other 2. Come on, keep barking, buddy. Tell me where you're at. Man, when I was a kid, I would stand there with my Daisy pump master and I would be out just popping off pellets and BBs so constantly when I was up at my dad's, just to stay out of the house and stay out of trouble and therefore not get my ass beat. But it's so much that I learned to just kind of find my target by echolocation almost. Get to the point where it might take me 2 or 3 shots to hit something I couldn't see, but I eventually got it. Kind of freaked me out the first time I did it. Everybody else had gone somewhere, I think maybe to the Mason's Lodge. And I didn't feel like going, so I was old enough I could stay alone, as long as I promised not to burn the house down. And so after they left and it got dark, it was almost dark by the time they left, but there was one little sparrow out in a maple tree just in front of the house. I stood there and I listened to that thing. It just give one chirp. Good Lord. Loud enough? Stay on them jack brakes, buddy. But there's one sparrow up in the tree still chirping at night for some reason. And he'd chirp, and I'd drop one up there, and he'd chirp. I'd drop one up there. I think it took me 12 or 13 shots, but I got him. Hey, ATK, what's up, brother? True that. I found a new vape company I'm checking out up here. It's called Made by a Farmer. And judging by the flavors of their vape, I'll call it, I think they're working with my favorite growing collective. Plus, the reservoirs are twice the size of the average reservoir in the ones that I was getting because of what I like. Cryptic Channel 2 shit. What do we... Roundup is my weed eating, or vinegar and salt. I hate weed eating. Yeah, there's plenty of grass around here, but there are way more weeds. I'm fine with most of them. Some of them are bullshit. Like this bittersweet. This fucking vine. This little vine doesn't look like much. It's called Celadris something. I want to say Occidentalis. Most people call it Chinese bittersweet. This is probably 2 weeks of growth. And if there's another one under my trailer, it will find a way to grow up and into my trailer. There is one in the back of the property I've chainsawed once. I probably need to go and chainsaw a few more around it and chainsaw all of them again. It is, no shit, it is at least as big as my calf, probably getting closer to, just above my knee, sort of thigh area. It's big old. Back to 220. Right on. Come out and play. Come on, Squizzle. But yeah, that fucking bittersweet. If I mow out a new spot, all sorts of little vines running underneath it. It's going to be mostly those with some wild grape mixed in. Wild grape, plenty of wild grape around here. Also as big as my calf. Come on, Squizzles. But yeah, I need I need some prescribed burning to happen around here. I should have worn some of my treated clothes. I got a raspberry patch right back here. And I got a fair number of ripe ones in there, but that's also where the ticks live, and it's seed tick season, so all the little buggers are out, and I can't reach the ones that are ripe. I have one that's almost ripe. I'll take it. Raspberries here and there. Actually, raspberries all over. It just seems like they're here and there because blackberries are even more prolific around here. Yeah. The more ripe ones are in the middle, and I am not short sleeves and shorts. I am not dressed for getting into that shit. I look down, my legs are covered in bugs. Oh, but yeah, this place, a good part of this place needs a torch taken to it. Not in a bad way. It'd actually be regenerative. Take the tick population way down if we did it the right time of the year. It would help knock back the invasive exotics that don't get burnt any ever. And, you know, while the natives are used to it. Burn off part of it. And I will say, looking at it, because it's just right over next to where I'm standing, a lot more grass. There are way fewer broadleaf anything coming up there. There are a few I can see, but not nearly as much as right around the edge and beyond where we burnt. Come on, I hear you, buddy. Do I need to come over and say hi? But yeah, our temp is pretty well stabilized. We are about 15 minutes away from the flip, and holding steady right at 225. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Where you at, buddy? Talk to me. I see you. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, I can't tell if I got him or not. Kind of jumped sideways, but he also made it up the tree. Bark, 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 bark. Come on. You gonna make it? Where are you? Give it, give it. So many leaves. I don't think I got you. If I did, I didn't get you good. Okay. He'll be back. They always are. If not, there's 3 billion more. Replace them. But yeah. Matthew, hey brother, what's up? Sorry, just scrolling back up to see who I missed. And mowed since before blade and just found your mower battery's dead. Yeah, once you get it once you get it started, as long as your generator or alternator, depending on your mower, isn't bad, um, it'll keep running until you shut it off. Oh, your kids picked up some ticks here last week? Yeah. I know around this place, ticks are always horrible. Roommate had a Lone Star attached a couple weeks ago. Here's something scratching around on a tree. Trying to figure out, maybe I did get that second one, and it's just having a hard time getting around. But yeah, if it's just a battery. Yeah, if you got a fresh charge, just give her a jump, bro. You golden. Yeah, I had a Chevy S10. It was a stick shift, and I ran that thing on a battery that had at least one dead cell for quite a while. I could put it on a charger, and in the morning it might start, but when it was time to leave work, it wouldn't. I would either have to get a jump, or since it was a stick, I would just push it. I made sure I parked someplace where there was a downhill incline I could push it into, and just jump in and throw it in gear and fire it up and go. But yeah, I ran for months on that thing. Okay. I'm going to run inside and grab my grill gloves. I may take another quick peep down the barrel at something over here barking at me. Where he is. But I need to get my grill gloves. Come on. I need to be so quiet. I will talk to you. We can have a chat. Where you is. Oh, there you are. Okay. He ran for cover. And I had left the breech open slightly. So, trying to track him as he ran down a deadfall, and ended up not being able to do anything with it. So, foil and gloves. Sweet. To my surprise, we do have wide foil. And pow! Fire glove. The number one thing I could recommend if you like to barbecue, they're made for putting your hands in deep fryer oil. They handle a grill with no problem. But I need to actually move all this shit. Let's put you over here. And if something happens, it starts raining, I will end up cutting this off really quick to get electronics and stuff inside. I'm not worried about the grill, but the phone and everything. So if something happens, I have to make a hasty goodbye. I'll tell you why. But yeah. But yeah, these things can handle this grill with no problem. Actually, I don't want you there. I need more layoff space, especially when I'm having a hard time walking. There we go. So, actually, let's go ahead and spin this. Yeah. Yeah, we can go ahead and spin it. Yeah, got you there. Actually, there you go. The other nice thing about the Performer, the wheels may be cheap, but they do okay on concrete. Oh, perfect. Right in frame. Damn. I'm almost a professional. Okay, we're up to about 2:30. So, again, oh yeah, that reminds me. Go ahead and drain these off. Don't want to put my coals out. Okay. There we go. So, like I said, not expecting a whole lot of color at 1 hour, especially at 2:25, 2:30. But like I said, a little bit of light gold on the fatty pots. She's looking good. Yeah, exactly what I was expecting. So, honestly, I think we're doing okay. I don't even know that I need to rotate it right now. I think she's doing all right. May end up checking it out again here in a half hour. I'm gonna go. I should have checked on the batteries while I was inside too, but if not, I'll bring out my instant read thermometer. But now take those apple chips, dump those on. And get my lid back on. Take down just a hair. Back to where it was before. And then, I have to put my hat back on just for the sun. The UV's gonna end up getting me because I'm burning up. I could be running around here naked and still be burning up. In fact, it feels a lot like South Carolina down here, up here today. Okay, back up to 210. Getting to 220. Give it a second to stabilize while I go see who's. Oh, I see you over there, buddy. I'm gonna give you one more pump. How about that? Oh yeah, you two fight about that nut. You just sit right there. Come a little closer. Oh, that's a teeny tiny one back there. You're further away and you're smaller. Where'd that big one go? Please be sitting out on that lamb. Nope. Oh, boo. He gave me 3 shots. Couldn't ask for too much more. You suck, Marine. Need to get some more time behind the butt of this stock. He'll be back in 2 minutes. The things that keep me occupied while I'm drilling. Okay, we're jumping up to pushing 250. Okay. Well, guys, seemed like I right on, Blue. Take care of yourself, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, these little fox squirrels and red squirrels we have around the house. Oh, evil little bastards. They very territorial, both amongst themselves, amongst other types of squirrels, and amongst humans. Like dogs, they don't want anybody around. They let you know where they're at. After a while, they get used to the sound of me pumping the daisy, and they go quiet. So they have not, they have forgotten about being quiet. when I'm out here, the same way I've forgotten about where to put that bead to get the right results I want. But yeah, if there weren't any other houses around here, I'd swap out to the .22 LR. And go with something extremely flat shooting. Put dot on squizzle, push button, repeat. Sitting about 240. A little bit more smoke coming out. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, now I need to see what they really need. Weber, if you're listening, what you really need is another really small layout table on the other side. Just throw a utensil or something dirty on. I guess I can always just toss them underneath for now. But I need to get some. Should do it. Question mark. Depending on how much it shrinks up as we cook. There was shrinkage. Seinfeld reference for anybody not aware. Okay, now I will take gloves and you hold down foil. That's an impossible shot, but that will not stop me from trying to make it. I'm not even sure that's a squirrel. Let's find out together. Nope. Come on, squizzles. Oh, you little bastards. I know you're there. I can sense your evil presence. Ooh. Sounds like we just, nope. Completely out. When you're serious enough about hating varmints, you, yeah. I just gotta be smart enough to get the damn lid open. There it is. And now, way over full. Check. You're not all gonna fit, are you? Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. A few more than I thought they were gonna be. You can always fit more. Yeah, let's do 2. Oh, don't play that game. Come on, BB. Yeah. Okay, and now yeah, she stayed packed. Pumped, packed, ready to rock. Oh, where was my temp? And we're hitting 250 right now. Like I said, if that temp kicks up, I probably will end up having to spin that thing around here in a half hour or so, just to keep the two sides even and hopefully not have one of them dry out while the other one is perfectly normal. Oh, there's no fucking way, ATK. Safety always off on a BB gun, yes. on others, no. But on the pellet gun and BB guns, yes. Actually, on the pellet gun, that I even put it on. That thing's a bit. Just one cock on that thing is a bit excessive, so like 950 feet per second or some shit like that. So, but yeah, on that one, absolutely. It's gunslinger mode all the time. Yeah, the pellet is a Game-O Whisper. It's got a scope on it, and it's done its work around here too. I grew up with a Daisy just like that, so it's part nostalgia, part the fact that it holds like, I don't know, 30, 40 BBs at a time. Whereas the pellet gun, it has a 10 pellet clip, which is nice enough. Allows me to do one quick pump and get back on target. I suck with class. I prefer iron sights, and obviously I'm not all that great with those right now. But man, nothing but crickets right now, literally. Oh, I need to get over there and cut down the tree of heaven too. It's going a bit crazy. Starting to see a bunch of small ones pop up. They're noxious enough as it is. But yeah, in this place, because where I'm standing is, I don't know, 40 yards from the house, from the back corner of the house, not including the shed, which isn't attached to the house, which the squirrels don't seem to bother the shed. But man, those things are all up in the attic, and they are just a-holes, rolling nuts around because they're freaking walnuts everywhere, dropping nuts right next to the house. So why wouldn't the squirrel? I mean, I don't blame the squirrels for being a pain in the ass around here, but until I can get all of the walnut trees within 100 yards of the house cut down, which would end up being most of the trees because they've kind of taken over. If it's not a walnut, it's a box elder or a mulberry. So not the best options. All the oaks are on the back of the property, unfortunately. We do have one bur oak right in front of the house. Nice big bur oak. And there's a hickory that looks like it's been dead since the 60s. And a couple really ratty looking maples up front. I see you moving around way back there. But the hickory nuts and walnuts find their way into the house. I don't even want to know what's in between the ceiling and the floor above in parts of that house because they make a lot of racket when over the winter and early spring when they're looking for food and it's hard to find, collecting those and rolling them around inside the floor joists and stuff. Incredibly infuriating. And they're all over the barn. Man, there is chewed up walnuts everywhere in the barn. They have free reign in there, so they have ways to get up the corner pieces on the vinyl siding and just pretty much get into whatever they want. So of course they get destructive, and then I want to go full genocide, squirrel geno. Oh man, the fucking foot is killing me. And about 2:45. That works. That's perfect. About another 10 minutes. About another 10 minutes. I'll rotate that. And I'll go in and check on batteries. See if we can get. Actually, maybe I ought to do that before. Go do that. Let's go see where we're at on charging those batteries. If I'm gonna fix this, I would I'd like to put that in at the same time. No dice on the battery. Grab the microphone. Ooh, a bit warm right there. There we go. Put it on the other shoulder so you're not right next to the stock if I go after squirrels again. So, might be doing this one without the meter, which is fine. As long as my temps don't jump over 275, we'll be okay. But I do want to go ahead and rotate that. Gloves is warm. Oh yeah. Oh, that's way more charcoal than I'm gonna end up needing. There we go. Some of that. Actually, I'll set you right there for now. Already getting a little wobbly. Damn. I was not expecting that either. Pick up the wooden block and all. There we go. Actually. There we go. I was not expecting it to be as limber as it was already. Makes me think it's already approaching the stall. Oh, Neil sneak in? What's up, brother Neil? Oh, yeah. The BBs do a good job of weighing down my foil so it doesn't blow away on me. What I do with my paper towels? See where my temp's gonna shake out this time. Look like we got some kind of hole right next to the slab. That sucks. I don't feel like dealing with that right now. But yeah, that means here in about an hour, I will probe it. That'll put me at 2.5 hours on the grill, which is kind of my target for pulling it anyway, and then finish it in the oven. So I was digging under my barn. So much stuff constantly assaulting the house. Such is country life. Oh, now comes the sun. Oh, fuck that. Come on. Oh, snake skin. Good. Keep finding snake skins every spring in my barn. That means you're after the mice that I don't want in there. Oh yeah, we are back to 240. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh man. I need a chair and the sun to go the fuck away. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, snap. Nope. Nope. I was hoping maybe my trail cameras had their rechargeable batteries still in there that I keep in there as a backup in case they don't get enough sun. Just thought about that when I saw them. Oh man. So many things to do. No energy, no money, and no patience. Right on. Take care, Neil. Yeah, I'm about to shut this down because basically it's just going to be an hour of sitting here looking at the grill. Y'all don't want to watch it, and I actually need to sit down, and I just took another leave. But haul a little bit of this stuff back inside and assume that the rain will get here at some point this afternoon. But rather than stand out here in the heat and humidity, and as much as I enjoy talking with y'all, this is boring, even for me. So I don't even want to do this. But no, I just going to get some of my stuff inside, and like I said, let this go for another hour, and then I'm going to pull it, take the brisket inside, finish it in the oven anyway, make the house smell ridiculous, and then I will come back out and grill the chicken, but nothing fancy, nothing exciting. So, but take care of yourself, Neil. You too, Matthew. Take care, brother. Give the family my love. And again, thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me for a while. And if you're on Instagram, pay attention over there. You'll see what it looks like when we're done. I'll post. I try and remember to post a picture over on the community page here on YouTube as well. But as for now, I'm going to let you guys go. And like I said, I'm going to go get some stuff inside, take care of my foot, try and knock this pain back a little bit, and just let this thing do what it's doing, which is sitting there at a perfect temperature, collecting smoke and heat, getting nice and tender and delicious. But appreciate you all. So until I see you again, and I do hope I see you again, stay well, be kind, do good. That's it. This is Grumpy. I'm out. Peace.